right, Nerds on the Couch here. I'm Orly, and I'm here with Tom Kane. And I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. You know, number one, what are your experiences like being on the Clone Wars as Yoda?
Yeah, well, it was a bit different for me than some of the other actors because I had already been doing Yoda for the prior Clone Wars show, the micro series that Andy Tartakovsky did. And for 10 years before that, I was doing Yoda for games and toys. And so I was really lucky that I didn't actually have to audition. George just said, "Yeah, you stop it."
Okay.
So I basically went in to do other voices, and they asked me if I could do like a old newsreel like Lone Rangers thing. That's how I ended up being the narrator. Empire War as the planet Ryloth falls under attack. Jedi Master Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, George. Obviously that's kind of what Star Wars was all about. It was basically a Western in space.
Yeah.
And he wanted that sort of retro sound. To sort of recap everything, because the crawl works really good in the movie. It doesn't work so good in a short half-hour segment.
Yeah, who wants to read when they're watching television?
Well, and because they were going for a younger demographic at first, kids don't read that fast, so they wanted just a vocal little recap and a hint as to where it was going. So.
Yeah, and I have a couple of questions because I was at your panel yesterday, and you mentioned that the 60s and the Clone Wars, they had a whole bunch of footage already done. And you mentioned something about those episodes actually coming out?
Yeah, we had recorded all of season 6. And they had animated to varying degrees, probably half of the episodes.
Yeah.
So they had a couple of arcs. There were 3 episodes each, or 4 episodes each, that they decided they wanted to go ahead and finish because they were considered important to the story. So they're probably going to show up as bonus content when they release this, season 5 on DVD or something like that. I suspect that's what they're doing.
Okay. So you don't know for sure what they're going to do with that content?
I know that they're finishing it. I know that they're doing it. I know they are going to release it. As to how and where, they haven't quite decided, or at least they haven't told me.
Okay.
But they will be out there. Someone will be able to see it. So.
And I wanted to ask you something else that you had said on the panel, is that you were talking about another series.
Yeah, we've started some preliminary work on a new series, and that's what Dave Filoni was talking about when he sent out the press release, was that we are moving on to something new. Again, at this point, it's just more trying to sell it to the new bosses at Disney, and it's pretty sure that something's going to come along because they still have a number of the people that ran Lucasfilm Animation. They're still on board. Dave's still there. And he's working on something. But that's all I can tell you.
So here it is. They're talking about doing something. So we got to go ahead and support this whole venture with our opinions and everything. All right. Well, thank you very much. Again, I'm Orly. This is Tom Kane.
And we are
Nerds on the Couch.
And the Force will be with you always.
Thank you very much.